sunrises here. It's a beautiful, wet Wednesday. My name's Joyce. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info. Now, I know you usually would look forward to, well, I think you just go about with your radio at this point. I hope you have the application. Yep, good. There's always something to talk about, every time. At least this side of radio. Tick, says the clock. What we have to do today is worthy of note.
This is Sunny Side with Joyce, only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
All right, welcome. So a number of things we have to work through today. There's this audio. I need to play this audio by Senator Orji Uzor Kalu. I think it's what I find first nuanced. Secondly, I think you've heard this once too many, but this is special. This is special because of all the elements that inform the film, whether it's what he's wearing and what he's saying, and the fact that I'm assuming that there is supposed to be a moment in all of this where the Nigerian is without both agency, consciousness, thought, will, to be able to both decipher, make judgment for him or herself. It's just really something. And I just want to play it. I mean, it's worthy of note after all, right? Well, I think this is something. This is 2025. This is, May? So we should be stepping outside this month and into a new month in about, hold on, let me, I'm living outside of time. Well, yeah, I think it's one way to survive this world. You just stand outside. Where is it? What's today? Good. 30th, right? Okay, so yeah. So in about a few, tomorrow, we're in a new month. Okay, good. So, yeah, I say that to say that this new month, the time of the year is pretty much, we're all occupied with survival and living and trying to make meaning. But politicians are just, they're in a different theater, which is something that I think is absolutely phenomenal. They're in a different theater all by itself. Today's 28th, so in about 2 days, this month is over, and then, yeah, thank you. 2 days, in about 2 months. 2 days, sorry, I'm distracted. 2 days, and this month is over, and then we're in a new month. So basically, I think what I'm trying to say that at this very moment in our lives, we are busy, we're preoccupied with survival. That's it. Okay, good. Someone was trying to distract me. My tech guy, actually. Okay. Politicians are just, it almost feels as though there are two worlds at this point. There's this one, and then there is that one. Okay, good. I just want you to hear it, and possibly I want to get your reaction to it. And then, I came by a video on social media that was really funny. And I know that many of you have been in that situation where you were either the one copying someone at school, back at school where your parents forced you to read, silly you, lazy, distracted, and you like to play, so you don't read. Not because you're an idiot, but hey, you don't find school interesting. And so there had to be that classmate who had to do your work for you. Well, I had wondered about this gentleman for the longest time, Odumeje, this popular guy who, he calls himself a pastor. Okay. I think he ends up being deliberately funny because he is not quite the best representation of people from the East who are quote unquote uneducated. At least I thought he was uneducated until I came by this video where he said he went to secondary school. Okay, so I really want to play that video because one, I think it's funny. Two, I think maybe today is a good day to remember back in the day where we were, what we were, whatever that is. And you would pretty much pick it up when I put it down because it's actually the way he actually welcomes a said friend who was his malpractice. Believe me, you will hear it. It's funny, but it also probably is it's a feature in our lives, or probably maybe not everyone, but in a moment in our lives, we pretty much maybe wear a little bit of that, or maybe actually that. All right, good. We need to talk about that. I mean, I really think it's funny, and I'd like to know what your life's been. I saw a tweeter not too long ago. It was someone who I'm not sure what her secondary school experience was, and she said, all my classmates who were covering their books during examination, how far? And I thought she was, I'm not sure, maybe offended by something, or thought that this was a good time to get back at all her classmates who didn't allow her copy their textbooks. It was really funny because the comment section pretty much held witnesses who had such experiences back in the day. We need to talk about that. After that, we need to go into the world of science. Science says that humans can become immortal by 2030, meaning that you can, at least if not fully, you can touch the verge of immortality, the very ability to live forever. So there are a number of ways I think we should approach it. One, do you want to live forever? Or maybe another question would be, would you want to live longer than is now obtainable, given life expectancy figures? There's that. There is, do you trust science to allow you live forever? Do you think this is a scheme? Do you think this is a ploy? Do you believe it? Do you believe it? Because scientists are saying that with nanotechnology, they predict that humans can attain to immortality by 2030, which is the capability to not just live long, but to practically live to never die. Okay, let's begin today's show. Worthy of note, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I want to quickly just go off on a very short break, and then the next audio you're going to hear is of this senator. Tick, says the clock. What we have to do today is worthy of note.
This is Sunny Side with Joyce, only on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Down the line, people are still suffering. Yes, I agree that. But it started trickling in on the macro level. That's on the upper level, not on the lower level. So I'm hoping that in the next 2-3 years, the policies of Mr. President will trickle down and Nigerians will appreciate what Mr. President is doing. Since 1960, I'm not a sycophant. This is first president. You know, I have tank farms. This is first president that stopped subsidy. This is first president they matched the $2. That is why we are suffering. Because Nigerians are not used to working hard. We are used to getting cheap money. People sleep in their houses and use telephone and get dollar and sell it at very high rate. People sit in their houses and use their tank farms and collect paper and they make money. But this is one president who have said, if you are ready to make money, make it the right way. If you are not ready to make money, you leave it. So I don't think, moreover, they have to vote for him because, you see, President Tinubu is not going to be a president voted by the South alone. He will be a president that will be voted by North and South. And it's also for the interest of everybody.
Okay. I think the part where he says that Nigerians like cheap money or easy money was really what I wanted to even highlight. First, I also believe that there's a way politicians speak to Nigerians that's specifically disrespectful. I don't know whether they're aware. It just says something about Nigerians without the capability to arrive at their own judgment. So this, I think, I found to be rather dramatic. One would be the fact that he has this attire where he's more than willing to show off. There's a symbol, there's the Bola Tinubu symbol on it. There is President 2027. And I'm not sure what he's trying to drive at, but opinions say that this is a quote-unquote campaign for 2027. It's also particularly hilarious that he says that he is not a sycophant. And I'm honestly weighed down by the irony. It's utterly hilarious how he says, I'm not a sycophant. And then he goes on to tell you that so far the policies, I don't know if you are aware, not my words, I want to quote him. He says that this administration's policies so far is somewhere within the middle food chain. It's now pretty much being not just actualized, but is favorably performing to the advantage of the Nigerian economy. Somewhere around the middle, meaning that in about 2 to 3 years, those at the bottom of the economic spectrum will begin to see the benefits or the dividends of not just voting this administration into power, but pretty much you would realize that this administration pretty much may have been the best thing that has happened to you. And then he said that Nigerians like easy money. I thought he was pretty much comparing Nigerian to a kind of woman. You know the kind of woman, because this certainly is not a sophisticated woman. It has to be the kind of woman that lets you touch her tits so that you can give her a tip. Because the fact that he thinks Nigerians like easy money forces us to truly have a conversation, because it truly is just a separate reality from what is obvious. He thinks that Nigerians maybe don't work hard enough, Nigerians don't labor, your suffering is not enough, and I really wanted to get your reaction to it. But I also think that what I would like to highlight is the fact that many of you worship, I don't know what, at this point it's only worship, it's idolatry. It's that you worship popular people, political people, rich people, people for whom you have ascribed a sense of power and value. And every time they show you who they are, this is not me saying, make a different choice, but I'm trying to say here that you can't be two things. You can't support your oppressor and hate the oppression. You see that? You're either for your oppression and your oppressor, or you are not for the oppressor, so that at least you can have a voice against your oppression. That's clear, right? Okay, it's for this reason that I want to just play this song. I want to play the song by Jay-Z. I needed to say all of this just to play the song. That the men that you think are your idols are who they are. They were that at 20, they were that 30 years old, they were that at 32 years old, they were that when you attended Sunday school with them, they were that when they became fathers, they were that when they became governors, chairmen, they were that when they became these people have a character latent inside that manifests itself when the opportunity arises. So every time we're on radio complaining, I think I want to highlight the fact that you are either going to indeed refuse your oppression so that you can challenge the oppressor, or you accept both oppression and oppressor. Allow me to reintroduce to you the men you idolize.
Public service announcement, sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Worthy of note because it does quite appear a lot more complaining will come our way today on the show. All right. I want to open up the telephone lines now. I need you to react to that. Nigerians who like at this point, you know what? I could just call all of you ladies. Like, oh, welcome ladies to the show. Welcome to Worthy of Note. How are you? Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
From Atafam. Compliments. Sister, I first of all want to follow me because I have researched this topic you brought. All these occurrences face a disappointment. Thinkers and artists and philosophers of 18th and 19th century, Jean Montesquieu and A.V. Dicey, put it the separation of power, the theory of separation of power. All these occurrences telling me that I'm not making easy money for their constant lights. And now, good roads, farmers going back to the farm, using silos to put farm produce, containers going back to 4 million naira at 28 May 2023. Government is never existing in Comrade Koboko life since 1999. Sister, they destroyed business without environmental impact assessments. They destroyed from Winners to Songo Road. Destroy shop that is affecting me. I'm now leaving manufacturing and turning to entertainer. Achievement, according to him, Tinubu achieved subsidy removal that will make enter into Bermuda Triangle. Settle National Assembly with the SUVs. 1 million climatic World Cup.
I don't want you to run me off track. Please don't run me off track.
Is that?
I'm not understanding where you're aiming at. Can you not run me off track?
Okay. Tinubu achievement buying yachts, $5 billion, settling general with 25K last year. Why our soldiers?
All right, I get it. Thank you. Now I hope you get it. You know, like I also hope you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, good, fantastic. Thank you so much for calling me. The sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
I can't hear you. You have to speak up for me.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon to you. Thank you.
It's Emmanuel. I'm speaking to you from Ekwe.
Good.
In that statement he was making, he said he himself own a tank farm. So who are the people who are used to sleeping at home and using telephone, to make Nigeria money?
I don't know.
You see, these people are brutally arrogant. And to them, they know the mindset of Nigerians. They can read the mindset of majority of Nigerians. They know majority of Nigerians are dozer. But sometimes some of them, are scared of what they are doing.
Are they?
There was a time, Ali Ndume, during the NSAS, or I can't remember. It must be Ali Ndume who said with what is going on, if things go out of hand, the politicians won't be able to escape out of this country because of the mess they caused.
Okay.
So some of them knows. But for the other ones, they know the mindset of majority of Nigerians. They know how to bamboozle us through political divide, religious divide, ethnic divide. For God's sake, if you are saying that this man needs 3 years, before things start trickling down, I was surprised that the journalists there didn't ask how will the poor get the benefit of the policies of the president
3 years from now.
Yes, how will the poor, how will the lowest people at the ladder, get the benefit? They didn't ask him out. If they had gone ahead to ask him out, he wouldn't be able to say anything. That was how they said we should give Buhari time. Give Buhari time. 8 years came and went away. Buhari played us, use us as dumb posts. Today another person has come. They are telling us to give him time. Give this man another 8 years. Nothing will happen. And Joyce, my fear, if this man comes back for the second time, the second time he comes for is not my fear. People he is going to hand over to will be my fear. That is my fear. People he is going to hand over to.
Oh, dear
Those
God.
ones, you see, when in the 2023 election happened, when they were flogging some people at polling booths, those ones this man will hand over to. They won't wait to flog people at the polling booths. When you are driving on your way, which is their children that they will probably hand over to, they will take our children out of their cars, and begin to flog them on the road.
Let me go off on the break. Thank you so much for calling me. I do appreciate. We'll be right back. Ladies, don't go anywhere.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
It is an incontrovertible fact that the future of power is solar. It is becoming increasingly clear that solar is the way to go if reliable, clean, and uninterrupted power is our goal. Our homes need power. Our offices need power. Our public buildings need power. Our lives and activities need power. And of course, I mean reliable power. Now, at the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, we have cut our teeth as professionals in the business of solar and renewable energy, ranging from inverters, lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, solar water heating systems, solar street lights, etc. You can visit our regional head office at the 26 Ima Abimbola Cole off Fola Oshibo, Lekki Phase 1, Lagos, or our website on www.solarworldelectric.com, or you can call us on 0906 331 5492. Solar World Electric Technology Limited. We are redefining the limits.
Nigeria's Football Fan Festival is back. It's Goal Fest 2025, featuring live performances by Mayoku, DJ YK Mule, Danny S, Ladipo, Energy God, DO to the TUN, Fabulous, The Hype Man, and DJ Paparazzi. Come watch the UEFA Champions League finals on a super huge screen. Goal Fest 2025 will take place on the 31st of May 2025 at the Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel, Victoria Island, Lagos. Time 12 noon. Limited tickets are available. Get your tickets now at www.goalfestnigeria.com. Goal Fest 2025 is powered by Femi and the Gang and Football Republic.
Sponsored by Squadron Dark Rum. Proudly refreshed by Pepsi.
Every day is about winning with one play on Nigeria Info. On Nigeria Info, daily winnings is now over 150,000 naira. Just go to oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on the Morning Crossfire, WhatsApp Lagos, and Game On shows on weekdays, and the Football Frenzy shows on weekends. But that's not all. Every Friday, there will be a 500,000 naira jackpot. Playing during the week automatically qualifies you for the weekly jackpot. Your chances of winning are the same whether you play on oneplay.ng or dial *347 *880 *3#. Remember to play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18. OnePlay is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know? Your dose of facts we bet you never knew. Right here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Did you know? It's illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. It's considered animal abuse because they're social beings and get lonely.
Another piece of the puzzle now revealed. Keep questioning, keep listening. Only on Nigeria Info 99.3.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the Gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Welcome Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info. The number one talk station of Lagos.
Join the conversation online or on the go. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM
and Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos.
And watch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Be part of the Info family.
Log on to nigeriainfo.fm on our mobile app and website.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Here's a news update for this time. An accident on Orile in front of the Orile police station involving a tanker and a commercial bus have left several people injured. Victims have been rushed to the hospital while emergency teams have cleared the scene. The affected vehicles have now been towed and the road has reopened for traffic. Last month, thanks motorists for their patience and cooperation during the incident. The son of the late MKO Abiola, Abdul Latif Abiola, has called on for full recognition of June 12 heroes and victims. His statement follows ex-President Babangida's recent admission that powerful figures forced the annulment of Nigeria's freest election in 1993. While Buhari's government honored Abiola posthumously in 2018, Abdul Latif urges President Tinubu to go further by documenting victims, building a memorial, and teaching the truth in school. He says Nigeria must confront its past and heal and secure its future. Nigeria's Justice Minister Lateef Fagbemi and NDLEA Chairman Buba Marwa said the amended NDLEA Act will boost the country's fight against drug abuse and trafficking. Speaking in Abuja at a drug control meeting, they called on stakeholders to renew their commitment. Marwa said that over 31,000 suspects have been arrested and 19,000 people rehabilitated under the national plan.
Under the supply reduction pillar, our operational efforts and strategic offensives led to the arrest of 31,334 drug offenders. Under the drug demand reduction strategic pillar, we provided counseling and rehabilitation services to over 19,000 individuals.
In other news, UNODC country representative Sheikh Usman Traore, represented by Dr. Akin Ibanga, said Nigeria stands at the crossroads of public health and security sector when it comes to the drug response. The amended law passed by, okay, take a pause on that. The amended law passed by the National Assembly awaits President Tinubu's assent and they expect us to strengthen the agency's capacity. In other news, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has hailed AFDB President Akim Adesina for transforming Africa's lives through development programs. Speaking at the AFDB's 2025 annual meeting in Abidjan, Guterres credited Adesina as tripling the bank's capital and advancing climate resilience, energy, and agriculture. Adesina's tenure ends August 31, with elections for his successor underway. The meetings focus on mobilizing Africa's resources for inclusive growth amid global economic shifts. And that's the news update for the hour. If you have a news report that you want us to cover, call us on 01465 7175. And that is 01465 7175. You can call me Stretch.
If news is your quest, or gist your request,
yeah,
well, somewhere over your rainbows,
over color your rainbow.
Here's the sunny side.
They better know it.
With Joyce.
Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Someone is asking me what's the Jay-Z song I played. It's titled, it's titled Public Service Announcement. So I played it to make a public service announcement and then remind you that your heroes, no, there are no heroes. The sunny side will hold it to be worthy of note. We have information we want to share with you, and then we'll get right back into the heart of the matter.
If you are looking for the right path to travel, study, live, or work abroad, then this is your way. I'm talking about the Jakwa Summit with Uzo Dudoba of Wazobia FM. Don't miss out on the opportunity to gain valuable insights, have access to travel loans, learn proven strategies, and get insider tips, as well as network with industry leaders, have one-on-one discussions with seasoned travel experts, and take the very next step towards achieving your traveling goals. The date is Saturday, the 31st of May, 2025. The time, 12 noon prompt. And the venue is the ITF building, the 5th floor, Funshaw Williams Avenue, Ikponri, Costain, Lagos. The access fee is going for 20,000 naira per head. For seat reservations and further inquiries, please contact us at 002-383-1303. That is 002-383-1303 or 0802-377-0699. That is 0802-377-0699. Hurry and secure your spot because seats are filling up very fast. Now, this event is powered by Strong Voice Media and proudly supported by Wazobia FM, Cool FM, and Nigeria Info. Note, we are not in the business of giving visas. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, also remember that the Kids FM Festival is here. It is here. It is bigger and better than before. Because it happened last year. And I'm asking you, where were you? Well, if you missed it, this is your chance to make good on the promise that you made last year. Yes, the Kids FM Festival is happening on the 1st of June, Sunday that is, and it's happening at exactly 12 p.m. Make sure you are there on time. As for the venue, it's happening at the Balmoral Convention Center inside the Federal Palace Hotel on Amadu Bello Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. What are you waiting for? Get ready, get your children, get your loved ones, get all those that matter to you, and come out for that belated Children's Day celebration, the one that I didn't have, on Tuesday. You can now go there and make good on that promise. Go there and catch all the fun, have all the vibes, and keep that experience with you forever. Remember, June the 1st at exactly 12 p.m. people start arriving, so make sure you're one of those that starts arriving. It's happening at the Balmoral Convention Center inside Victoria Island. Make sure that you are there. Kids FM is all about family fun, so come out, let us play.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, we can pick up the conversation where we left it off. It's so good to have you wherever you're at. This may not be exactly the kind of news you expected today, but it's in the news, and I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it, and I want you to penetrate every element of the undertones with both with the precision of a surgeon, and also, I guess, with the expectation of a man who is willing to be disappointed. Because I think our political patterns have done this wonderful thing of dividing us. And we tend to tout the glories of men. We tend to... it's idolatry. That's the highest form. That's the highest word I have to describe it. But I guess you have many things you call it. You say you're working for your state, you're working for your people, you're fighting for a future, you believe in a mandate. A man who isn't a thing in character cannot be it outside of character. A man who is in something while he is without power cannot be that thing if he has power. Well, at least if you're going to bet on him, it's sensible to bet on him if he is that thing without power. There is no sensibility otherwise. Welcome to Worthy of Note. I really think you should hear it again.
Mr. President policy might not be working down down the line, people are still suffering. Yes, I agree that. But it started trickling in on the macro level. That's on the upper level, not on the lower level. So I'm hoping that in the next 2-3 years, the policies of Mr. President will trickle down and Nigerians will appreciate what Mr. President is doing. Since 1960, I'm not a sycophant. This is first president. You know, I have tank farms. This is first president that stopped subsidy. This is first president they matched the $2. That is why we are suffering. Because Nigerians are not used to working hard. We are used to getting cheap money. People sleep in their houses and use telephone and get dollar and sell it at very high rate. People sit in their houses and use their tank farms and collect paper and they make money. But this is one president who have said, if you are ready to make money, make it the right way. If you are not ready to make money, you leave it. So I don't think, moreover, they have to vote for him because, you see, President Tinubu is not going to be a president voted by the South alone. He will be a president that will be voted by North and South. And it's also for the interest of everybody.
Well, I want you to even understand, this is not even about the president. It's. I think the first thing I found funny was he says, oh, I'm not a sycophant. Okay. So I'm opening up the telephone lines a little. I want to get your reaction to it. But first, there's something on WhatsApp I have to quickly read. He says, let me remain anonymous, please. Joyce, are you surprised at Uzokalu's statement? My late dad was a traditional ruler, and I was privileged to get to see some persons, including politicians, in their unrefined form, not the version of themselves they show to you guys in the media or when on official duties. You need to see who and what these political elites are behind the scenes. Joyce, Nigerians only think they know our politicians. The sycophants around them like Oji Uzokalu and the rest. At least I understand them because they benefit or hope to benefit from the government. But the real strategy is those caught up in the Stockholm syndrome. I told you some time ago that the level of corruption in Nigeria is underrepresented, but I think you won't understand this. I hate talking about politicians, honestly. My inner peace is that I've never voted any one of them. How do we start talking about ourselves? I'm forcing myself to imagine what they would look like in their, as this writer puts it, unrefined form. So once again, welcome to the game. This is a public service announcement that these men were who they were before they got here. I don't know what your expectations are, but they are who they are. And they're not here, at least you can tell, they're not here to reinvent the wheel or to alter the game. These are players in a game, in the game that frustrates you. So the next time you decide to go trumpet the glory of another man, I hope you do so with some awareness, some intelligence. And by the way, ladies, yeah, I needed to say that because he said that. All right, let's talk. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon to you.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm grateful. I'm not silly.
Joyce, this set of our politicians, you see, like, you don't want to see them in their real form. I'd rather deal with the devil than deal with these guys. The devil will give you leeway. Will tell you, this is what I want, I don't want. So you tend to live with those consequences for the rest of your life. If you feel, okay, I can shoulder it. They don't care. You know, when, sorry this is word though, there are words that are being dumb. Nigerians are lazy. Joyce, I stay on the mainland. I have an appointment appointment. Because of the whatever meeting of the president and the 50th anniversary, it's going to take me 2 hours. I'm stuck in traffic, I'm talking to you now, to get to Lekki, this one. Yeah. This is Lagos. They don't consider us as humans. These guys are empty.
Oh, wow.
You're saying we are lazy. We just see that.
And you like free money.
Like free money. The fuel I'm burning now, I know where it's pinching me.
All right.
Do you understand, Joyce?
Nope.
You said they took advantage. do I stand like, if I benefited from it, I will stock my house and I'm safe for forever. Those who were benefiting from this corruption, they are there now. They are the ones ruling us. So the thing is, these guys, they are just there for themselves. How can you tell me that I'm lazy? I calculated maximum 45 minutes to get to Lekki Phase 1. Mm-hmm. By Google Map now, is 2 hours. They are just, they will say, like that guy said, you don't want to see them in their real form. They have nothing. When you say there's something called honor amongst thieves, theirs is worse. They are workers. Somebody who you don't know from the beginning is neither here or there. They are the worst set of people to deal with.
Oh, wow.
They changed the...
I lost you? I guess. Okay. We'll hold it to be worthy of notes. This is a public service duty. How are you?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome.
All right, my name is Emmanuel. I call you from Oba.
Good to have you.
Now, the man who spoke, I understand him to be one Odjus Okalo or something.
A hero.
You know, he can be anything. But you know that in a country where there are actually no laws, and then you create a system whereby rascals and criminals can, capture power. At some point they become so filled with money and power that they can just come out and just say anything. Have you heard in this country, how the state that he governed was between the time he governed the state to the time he handed over to his favorite, to the time that one handed over to another of his favorite? 3 of them. 24 years in Abia State. And Abia was worse than a piggery. Aba was worse than a piggery. The city where the wealth is made in Abia State was worse than a piggery. Only in 2 years, somebody now came back, came to power and has been able to clean the place up. Are we Nigerians supposed to stand even for a minute when one of these 3 people is speaking? But because we don't have a country, where there is law. Some time ago, they pretended that as if there was law. They jailed him for 12 years for stealing 4 point something billion, only for the Supreme Court of criminality to set him free. To say that, okay, the people who jailed you, he's not supposed to have read that judgment.
Yeah.
Since he has been elevated to... So go and start de novo. Go and start again. Till today. That man who was jailed for 12 years for stealing is the one making the laws for me to obey. You can imagine that. You can imagine.
Have I lost you? I may have. Oh, yeah, there you. Thank you so much. Well, I'm even glad that you called in. The reason this is necessary is because while you're not thinking about elections, it is utterly startling that the conversation... There's the coalition conversation, and then there is the actual drive for 2027. We don't eat butter anymore. You don't drink enough milk anymore. You don't eat enough nutrients anymore. Your lives are pretty much by stitch. Yeah, but this 2027 appears to be the singular goal, the aim, the ambition of a few. And I wanted you to know, this is a public service announcement. There are no heroes. And so when you have a chance to choose, I truly hope that you comprehend that whoever you are choosing is someone who has enough faith, enough courage to stand for you and what you want for your future. Otherwise, you have nothing otherwise, because whoever that is otherwise is not here to change the game. Welcome to the show, Nigeria Info. We'll hold it to be worthy of note. The telephone lines are jamming at this point. Hello, the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Do I have
Hello,
Thank you for calling me. Good afternoon to you.
This is Market Woman.
Good to have you.
Yeah, just the verse.
It should trigger.
What they worry these people first?
Oh, welcome.
All these criminals, they'll begin to talk to Percy.
Oh, well,
the money he has,
pardon me, the state doesn't legally call him criminal, so you may not want to call him that since there isn't any law.
That is what Fela called them. That is what I'm calling them now.
Imagine what Fela went through for that. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. Imagine what Fela went through for that.
Yes, now. See, the money he has, Is it clean? I didn't blame him.
Remember, it's not a him thing. It's not a him. It's not a one person thing. So it would be good for you to spread your imagination a little bit.
I'm talking to him, all of them.
Oh, well.
It's all of them I'm talking to, not one person. Not one, all of them that are rulers, that are taking our money. That is who I'm speaking to now.
Free money.
What they have, physically, Nigeria is looking for free money. The money they take, is it free? Is it for them? It's because we keep quiet now. That is why it's time they have been speaking all those things. Me, I'm not about them, because I've studied some from one to the end. I know how the wicked behave. I told you that when they speak, don't believe them. There is 5 abominations in their hearts. Because even though they give you 1 naira, they have another thing coming for him then to remove that thing from you. This suffering is not too much for this country. Somebody don't work freely. People give us security. Give us security. Only that one said, give it to us.
Okay.
Give it to us. And this is what you people were saying. You push that man out of power. The fuel now, how much is it? And you say it's a scam. No, it's not a scam. Who is eating the money now? I don't like the way these people talk. And it's because all of us keep quiet and people are celebrating them. Let them continue. God will give us all what we deserve in this country as we continue to celebrate evil people in this country. Look at all the youth. They will suffer and suffer. Even though if you went to school, where is the job? You are doing business, you are frustrated.
Oh, well.
What is it? And you stand there and be talking. It is not a slap.
Don't be violent. At least not in the most obvious ways. The EFCC is in the news, and they have done something remarkable. I want to share that with you. The Vanguard is reporting EFCC, ICPC have recovered $967.5 billion and 277 billion naira. Woo! The federal government on Tuesday disclosed that looted funds totaling about $967.5 billion, just about almost $1 trillion, and 277 billion have been recovered in cash and assets. The Attorney General of the Federation said the recovery was made in 2024 alone. According to him, whereas the EFCC reclaimed over 248 billion naira, $105 million, 753 duplexes in its asset recovery efforts. On the other hand, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses, ICPC, recovered 29.6 billion naira in cash and $966.9 dollars in 966.9. I think there's an error here according to the Vanguard. This is not too clear to me, but yeah, they also recovered assets. Now, the AGF made the revelation at Asset Recovery Summit, the Ministry of Justice organized in Abuja, where the National Central Database of Forfeited Assets were revealed. So here are the figures one more time. $967.5 billion and 277 billion naira. Okay. Wow. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for being here. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce. Thank you. This is Boyesen calling from Afromedia.
Thank you.
Yeah. You see, I do not blame these politicians. I do not blame them. They can go ahead and say whatever they wish to say. The likes of, the judges Akalo and so on. There are many. I don't blame them. They can go ahead. They can say whatever they want to say. They can describe us the way they want, because to me, in a way, we are the cause of everything. Because we look at 2027 is coming out now. We cannot sit down to galvanize ourselves. We will just fall into the trap they used to set for us, that booby trap, ethnic sentiments, religious sentiments, and so on. Otherwise, these politicians can't just be riding on us now. You see, they are there, they are detached from the people. as look at hunger, insecurity, so many vices going on. It is not their business. But they can just, at any forum, they can just get up and say whatever they want to say. So, what will happen?
Well,
Do you
I'm glad
blame
that you're
them?
taking it well.
So I don't blame them if they can say anything.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Ever since Grandpa Swag retired, he's gotten quite active. You might find him making jollof rice for the family, or doing 50 push-ups a day, or bursting some moves on TikTok, or going shopping with his favorite grandson. He's also experimenting new things like pairing Ankara trousers with a white shirt and a cool pair of sunglasses.
Oh, shit, get that, Grandpa Swag. We believe that the fun begins at retirement. That's why Hares Life has designed the Hares Annuity Plan, a pension plan that pays you a monthly income for as long as you live. This way, you can enjoy retirement and experience life all over again. For this and other plans, visit www.hairsinsurancegroup.com. That is HEIRS, or call 0700 434 7754 to get started.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
Mom's love is pure. She does. Mom's special jollof puts a smile on your face. Mom's your beef fries cheers you up. Mom's tasty stew, nourishing is the family. Golden Terra oil, tasty. Golden Terra oil, nourishing. Golden Terra oil, Golden Terra soya oil.
Golden Terra oil helps mom pour her love in the tasty, nourishing meals she cooks for her family. Golden Terra oil, pour pure love.
Exciting games, music, dance, and fun for every family.
Join us for the second edition of the Kids FM Festival, happening June 1st, 2025 at Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos, 12 p.m. sharp.
Don't miss the fun! Don't miss the fun! Bring your brothers and sisters, your daddy and mommy, even your uncles and aunties to join this exciting moment. Even your friends aren't left out. It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories that sparkle!
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng. Let the countdown begin. Proudly brought to you by Kids FM, where every kid's a star.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns, and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your #1 station for talk. Let's talk.
Sunny Side 99.3 Nigeria Info. Is good to have you join right back into the conversation. Hello. Welcome. Can you hear me? All right. Maybe you have to make it back. Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Joyce, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
When you read that ESCC news, it touched you. You shout, woo! I said, yes, this one touched you where? I thought news did not used to affect you. I thought you were a spirit. He touched you and sweet me when I do. Woo!
I think I've heard some. I've heard. It's unbelievable the level of corruption in this. It's hilarious.
You see, a time will come when you do it, you now become equal. Cheating, no, Joro. Do you understand? That is why I was telling you that I cannot pass through this year. Somebody come and tell me story, say repent. How? I will do my own. My sister, do you know that what Uzokalu said? There is no lie in it.
Oh.
Yes. Look at it critically. There is no lie in it. Yeah. Why am I saying this? Election is close. They know you are gullible. That as little as you give to you, you will let. That is what you know. There is one people what is what money give to you, and foolishly Nigerians will collect it. See, this suffer, we are not suffering. Do you know that if you ask how many people will vote for this government again with half bag of rice, you cannot count them?
Maybe I should ask.
What is he saying? Look, see, let's remove the messenger and listen to the message clearly. Now they are telling you this government is doing well. Do you know that this same person, when he goes to any church, they will give him the pulpit to speak? So who are the people doing all these things? If we can't hold our leaders responsible, what about our traditional rulers? What about our religious leaders?
Yeah.
One of them will surely give them pulpit to speak. Do you know that if we can go to any church today, they will give him the auditorium to speak? Why are we not holding those people responsible? When it comes to this difficulty, why are they not speaking? But when I want to use their pulpit, they will allow them to use the pulpit. And at the end of the day, they will pay their tithe in percentage, and the church will gracefully receive it without telling them this money you are giving to us is a sinful money, return it back. So see, the billions and the trillions they are calling is in somebody's pocket. And tomorrow when the election time comes, they will give you 1,000 naira, which is that free money you will receive and stand on that sun for 24 hours to wear that wrapper that is this person logo is. And shamefully, you will still stand and tell you, it is my brother. I beg, make our tongue come. If your tongue come, do your own. So we are not going anywhere. We are stagnant. We are that water that is stagnant and smelling. If you think they will push us to the wall and we react, you are playing. Nigerians are that goats that when you push them to the wall, they bust the wall to the next stage. We are not ready. When we are ready, we will all come out and stand for our rights. As for me, I face my business. If you are a salary and I pity for you, because you will pay more to transport to your office. You will pay more to feed. And I will stand there to collect the money from you. And if you cannot pay the money to me, you enter down for 1,500. I'll tell you to shift. And if you talk anything, that will blow your mouth off.
You sound
wicked.
wicked.
We're not ready.
You sound very wicked. Thank you for calling.
We are not, yes. I want to be brutal this time around. No peace for the wicked. Eye for an eye. That is what I believe.
Oh, dear. All right. Thank you.
Who is doing you is not seeing the kata in your nose. So I will not see the people in your bum, but I will bite it. Good afternoon.
He says he's not a psychopath. He's not a creep. He's not a flatterer. Wow. We'll hold it to be worthy of note. This is a public service duty. Election is 2027, but we're already talking about it. Hello.
Good afternoon, Jason.
Good to have you. Welcome. You tell us your name, you can go ahead.
Please, I just to remain anonymous.
Oh, sure.
See, talking of all politicians, I have been privileged to work with. In fact, even not Jesus Carlo, I have been privileged to be close to him. I know he's in and out. Talking about him, Nigerians like free money. Is he not a thief? I can give details about him. Even his fellow senators didn't they call him thief when he was demanding for Senate president. He was crying. The video was everywhere when they called him thief.
Who called him a thief? I didn't hear that.
The video was everywhere now when they called him a thief.
No, now, but maybe it's just the whalers. Like I didn't hear that, and maybe we shouldn't call him that because the state doesn't legally criminalize his activity. So to just be legally correct, politically correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Josie, that man, did he struggle for his money?
Yeah, but okay.
The past governor.
He says he works hard.
I
He's done a number of videos where he talks about hard work and encouraging Nigerian youth to.
It doesn't work.
He doesn't work hard.
It does that. We are not here to release. There are some certain things. If I should start mentioning now,
oh boy,
that means my identity will be revealed because they will know that this is one of the people that knows this.
So, pardon me, let's just understand the proximity of your relationship. Is it that you worked with him or you worked with someone who worked with him? Like, what's this now?
Okay, I worked with the past after him, the judge governor after him. I worked with the man.
And no, you didn't work with him. You worked with someone who took over power. So everything you heard was hearsay. Maybe he's a cool guy. Unfortunately, politics is just what it is.
When I worked with somebody who took power after him, I know how he put that man there now. I know how everything. I know the kind of comment.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
I know what is going on. Did he make his money?
But the state doesn't think he's criminal, so maybe it's fair to assume likewise.
He's not even the one that is supposed to open his mouth and say Nigerians are leaving.
He's already wearing a uniform. He's not only speaking, he's wearing a uniform to say 2027 is where we're all going.
Yeah, just like last time he made a statement saying the president is not happy with what is going on in Abia State, that they are here to... I called him and I made several posts about it on Facebook, which sometimes even some of the people responded to that post and posted it. The post went viral, and he came out and made one saying that he's not against the sitting governor, that he's only saying that the president is not happy with the party. With APC in Abia State because they are not doing.
Let me ask you.
Don't worry.
Let me ask you. You know, to be fair, it's easy for us to pick one person in power and say this person is this person is that. Is it possible that that's the system? Is it possible that system is also made up of Nigerians? Because I can understand the temptation to just say this person, because I played you the audio. I found the audio particularly, I found it comical, but I also found it nuanced in a way that it was very disrespectful to Nigerians. But then again, this is just one guy who is in a system. And that system is made up of other Nigerians. Other Nigerians who are all maybe not as popular, not as rich, not as politically positioned, but are in this system that we're all complaining about. So as not to lose the weight of the issue here, he is one guy in a system that we're all complaining about. So what do we do? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, he's one guy in the whole problem. So let's not make him the problem. Let's look at the problem.
You see what I'm advising? Although we have already had this forum, we're waiting for them in 2027. He says we must vote for President Tinubu, right? I bet him Abia State will never, APC will never have just in Abia State. Do
you know, unfortunately, his choice to vote for Tinubu is not even a problem. It's the fact that everybody is dying of hunger and they're all talking politics and they're all talking about 2027. So Tinubu has a right to run for 2027. It's just the way the politicians are going about it. It's almost as though they don't seem to care for the Nigerian cry and this story of wait 3 years. We don't have it. So maybe looking at the problem here is really what we should be doing.
The major problem is also the masses. You know, I put, you see next year, few of these politicians will come out and start throwing change on people. And immediately some of them will start changing their mouth. They will start praising them. But had it been, I wish that all stick to this plan and wait for them in 2020.
Poor thing.
Because that man, his plan, just next year, in 2026, before ending next year, you see him, you start doing some empowerment, you start, in order to gain followers, but that thing will never
You know
work.
what? You know why I want, hold on a second. I know that I'm referencing him, but you know, it's also, didn't you find it funny when Okowa said that he was moving to the APC? And the reason he was doing it is for the benefit of the people. Didn't you find that funny? So it seems as though there's something deeper happening here. So let's not make it one man. Let's fully comprehend the people who make up the system, so that if you're going to even approach this, if your intent is to approach it, you have to approach it like you understand the format of the game. Do you get what I'm trying to import here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot better, because if we make it about one person, then we truly lack the comprehension of what's really happening. Because it's not one person. Everything we're crying about is not 5 people. It's a system.
Yeah, it's not one person.
Yeah, it's not one person. So let's not make him the scapegoat, even though he said something utterly just wow.
We wait for them in 2027.
All right.
Let them come and play that.
Okay. Nigerians, wake up. The politicians are awake. They appear to not even be sleeping so much these days, because all they talk about is 2027. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hello.
Good afternoon. It's so good to have you join the conversation. We hope this to be worthy of note.
Good afternoon, Lady J.
Afternoon to you. Thank you very much for being here.
Like I my name.
Yeah.
Not like her. You see, there was a message you read where the caller spoke about seeing these people in their own refined state.
Yeah.
Not the false persona they put out there for us. The most intriguing thing about all this is that these people, this set of people who make up the establishment, from the north, south, east, and west, are people that are known to us because they are Nigerians. They are from within us. These are people most of us know prior to their coming to the limelight or prior to their vying for political positions. Yet, at the end of the day, they manage to get themselves to that position. Ordinarily, we wouldn't want for ourselves. For instance, we have private organization, private business. These are some of the people you won't even allow to be security guards in your establishment. But yes, they're the ones who are now the gatekeepers. They're people who are superintending over the affairs of a nation as great as Nigeria. So like you said, I don't want to scapegoat anybody. Because the past governor of my state who just spoke, the clip you played, is able to do that because of the kind of system we operate. Apart from him, like I said, those who make up the establishment from Okowa, name them everywhere from the north, south, east, and west, after leaving office, despite the allegations hovering over them, first of all, the state, because of the compromise system, clears them, gives them a clean slate. They can now come and address you and even make comical remarks, one that will throw you into laughter, like I saw how hilarious the whole thing sounded to you. It is because of the system. It is because of who we are, and we are not ready as a people. We don't even understand what is going on around us. We're just like a conquered people. Some kind of like, this who sang Bob Marley's natural mystic in the air that has captured Nigerians. That when you even compare, when you juxtapose the number of people who make up this establishment as against the masses, you start asking yourself, how come few men can hold a country like this to ransom, and yet nothing is happening? As we're speaking, people are dying in the Middle Belt. Military cantonments are being threatened. Military bases are being attacked. Yet the conversation we're having now is about 2027. Is that not hilarious? Does that not show that we are all serious in this part of the world? And even those who are in power, who did everything possible to ensure that they got to power, who propagated that mantra of snatch, grab, and run away, they still do not even know what to do with power. Now, when you think about what EFCC are now, there are a humongous amount of money that EFCC claim to have recovered. You ask yourself, how did we get to this point? We see we're fighting corruption. We're not fighting corruption, we're only recovering looted funds. Because if you want to fight corruption, the first thing you do is to block those loopholes. In that ministry, department, agency, those loopholes where people are siphoning public funds from, you block those places. Put checks and balances. Look at our refinery in Port Harcourt. As we're speaking now, I called in. I think it was on this show. I don't know what of the show. I said, I'm not going to hold my breath over. They said, and the refinery has started working, or they revitalized the refinery because I know it's not going to last. What are we here? They shut it down.
The Port Harcourt one, yeah.
Yeah, ostensibly for maintenance. Now think about the billions of naira that went into that project. Now they shut it down. What have Nigerians done? Nothing. We have avalanche, plethora of information that's supposed to trigger a sane society to do the needful. Yet, like myself, we'll come on air, we speak big grammar, we complain. It ends there. The system continues because this system has been hijacked. It has been completely encapsulated. The men who make up the establishment are having a field day because they know at the end of the day what will they do. In other states, besides, save for the current governor in power, who else, since the return of democracy in 1999, you did? Which of them is supposed to come out in public and speak if we know what we're doing? Save for Oti, who is in power now. All the past leaders of other states were only there to loot, to fill their pockets. They left that state in a very, very pitiable condition to the extent that a billionaire had to raise a king sometimes to Abia State. As he held the mic publicly, he told them that Abia stinks. And he told the mic on the floor that Abia stinks. He said it openly in a public function.
Well, that's good.
And yet, these same people, like one brave caller said, he said these people will come to functions, come to the church, they will give them the podium to speak and address and just to address us and tell us what.
God is good.
We probably deserve the sort of leaders that we have because we are not ready as a people.
All right.
It's like when you want to go and play a big team like Argentina or Brazil or England. Rather than fielding your first 11, you're fielding your second, third, fourth 11 and expecting to win.
Thank you.
We have the best of the best in this country, but guess what? We allow the worst of us, kakistocrats and kleptocrats, to come to power. And of course, they will keep giving us those comical speeches. 2027 is around the corner. How galvanized, how prepared are we? Because the system, this old seed must die for a new seed to emerge. Until then, we're only jokers.
Thank you so much for calling. I also would like to remind the listening public of El Rufai. You remember when, during campaign, El Rufai was traveling with the APC, with Tinubu, while they were trying to do like press coverage, press briefings. You remember that? Okay. So we're not even sure what happened inside the house. But of course, eventually we heard that something happened. El Rufai didn't quite make the cut. Eventually, El Rufai said it was Tinubu, not the National Assembly, that rejected me as ministerial nominee. So in my head, I was wondering, so what exactly is happening here? It was if the presidency took the pleasure to even respond to El Rufai. Quote, that he feels very angered by the rejection. I thought they should have ignored him, to be honest, but it does quite appear that there's an internal squabble. So now El Rufai is off to create what is going to be something that will contend with the system. So remember, he was with the system, and something happened. It didn't quite play well for him, and he goes off to create something that it's a system. There's a system in place. So before they print a shirt and give to you and you wear it on your back, it's necessary that you understand the system. Today, it happens to just be, interestingly, Oju Zokalu, who said something absolutely hilarious, which I'm not sure how he wants Nigerians to accept that explanation, but he said it, believing that Nigerians will accept it without a personal agency of their own to make their own thinking and their own judgment, but he did. You can't quite blame him too much because I guess he has to speak. And he doesn't quite have much to choose from, except the obvious, which, of course, I just played you a clip of. So you are the Nigerian, and this is your country. What this country will become is all in your hands. Welcome to Nigeria Info. We'll hold it to be worthy of note.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Thank you for being here.
Bless your heart. Joy Gabriel calling from Lekki. Hello?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Joyce, I I can feel the pain, the frustration in your voice. I totally agree with you that you don't have I, as a man, I do not have any grudges against you at all for calling us ladies. Yes, I'm a lady because, we find it difficult to stand up, and fight. You can call Kenya, Ghana, real men, but we Nigerians, especially myself, I'm a lady. You are 100% correct. Just like the Jay-Z song that you played, they are always who they are before they came into power or to any office. Joyce, I don't know. It's so sad. It's very, very sad. And still yet, I'm sorry, let me not speak wrong English. Yet, during election period, we still vote these people in. I don't know how we do it, we Nigerians. I'm not saying how the politicians do it. I don't know how we Nigerians, I don't know how we do it. When election comes, we still vote them in because of a pot of porridge. Wow. Joyce, it seems that it's so fairness. Like Femi Kuti said in his song, until the suffer reach our bone. Joyce, don't forget that song. Until the suffer reach our bone before we react. And I will keep saying it. Mark my word, Joyce. Until fuel become 5,000 per liter before Nigeria will react. I pray it will not get to the extent of it's not our portion in Jesus' name, eating one another like what happened in the Bible. I pray it will not get to that stage. You understand, Joyce? I don't know. It's so sad.
Well,
Joyce,
so here is also something else that I think you can hold on to if you believe it. This administration has said that they are working. Now, what they're working on is not quite obvious to Nigerians, and I guess that's why Nigerians are complaining. So maybe if you stretch your faith a little bit, you can begin to see what this administration claims to be working on. So maybe that's something you want to chew on a little bit and determine whether you think something is coming your way as a Nigerian or nothing is really coming your way.
Joyce, nothing is coming my way. Joyce, how long, like Femi Kuti said in his song, God bless Femi Kuti, how long shall they continue to boo us? How long? Joyce, Nigeria is 60-something years now, and they are still boboing us in 2025. Come on, Joyce. See, let me tell you, we were talking about what you were asking, what can we give to our children yesterday, Children's Day. Joyce, I wanted to call him, I couldn't call him. It's not education, it's good character. That is what we can do.
We'll talk about that next week, that's for sure. We promise to continue that conversation next week.
Why do you think our politicians are misbehaving today? Why do you think Nigerians are misbehaving? It's because of good character. If we have a man that has good character, Joyce, go and mark my word, this country will be better.
All right.
I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you.
Joyce, God bless you. Please.
Thank you so much for calling. Julius Oloyede says, Anchor, could it be possible that many who call into your program don't see any of the administration's policy-driven projects and the brave encounters with the criminals and the terrorists by the Nigerian army and the security agencies actually? This is absurd. What's your name? Julius. Julius, well, thank you for writing me, but except you are a visitor to Nigeria, you can understand why Nigerians speak the way they speak, because there's justifiable reasons for it. I mean, it's not that we haven't appreciated the Nigerian army, it's that innocent Nigerians are still dying. We have not minimized the efforts of the Nigerian army, but it hasn't stopped a lot of Nigerians from dying. We haven't seen much prosecution on the part of the government against those people who perpetrate these. Like, this is, I'm not sure what you're aiming at. I'm not sure whether you're trying to imply that there is good to be celebrated, so wake up and celebrate. That would be exactly what would be done if we didn't have a situation where it does quite appear that the burden of the not good is largely highly, not just overwhelming, but far outweighs whatever you're trying to underscore here. No, nobody has undermined the military in the least. It's that we have even sympathized with the military. But even worse, we're trying to sympathize with those innocent Nigerians who die. And sympathy is not enough. We're off on break. We'll be right back. We're 99.3 Nigeria Info. There's so much to talk about, but our next hour, can we talk about something else? Technology is in the news, and you know we like technology around here. Immortality is a gift given to us by science. I don't know if you want to live forever. I want to find out. Do you fear that science is lying in a way? And do you trust that you can live forever? We'll be right back.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
It is an incontrovertible fact that the future of power is solar. It is becoming increasingly clear that solar is the way to go if reliable, clean, and uninterrupted power is our goal. Our homes need power. Our offices need power. Our public buildings need power. Our lives and activities need power. And of course, I mean reliable power. Now, at the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, we have cut our teeth as professionals in the business of solar and renewable energy, ranging from inverters, lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, solar water heating systems, solar street lights, etc. You can visit our office at the Seco Mall, 5th Roundabout, Lekki Epe Expressway, Jakonde, Lagos, or our website on www.solarworldelectric.com, or you can call us on 0906 331 5492. Solar World Electric Technology Limited. We are redefining the limits.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know? Your dose of facts we bet you never knew. Right here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Did you know avocados are a fruit and not a vegetable? They're technically considered a single-seeded berry.
Another piece of the puzzle now revealed. Keep questioning, keep listening. Only on Nigeria Info 99.3.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire, their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight, each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher, the battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. So I just came. So there is this particular headline by The Cable. They say, and I quote, a scholar and communicator specializing in Nigerian and African military documentation says that Boko Haram insurgents deploy spiritual tactics to beef up their incursion. All right, so if this was not offending, I probably would have found it funny. So I guess we need to talk about this and maybe even pry it for some logicality that bandits are using spiritual means to defend themselves. Yeah. Remember on the Lords of Logic, where on this whole aliens on the face of the earth, which is a conversation that continues tomorrow. Monday, we need to talk about bandits and whether the military needs to be about town looking for their own spiritual jackets, spiritual guns, because you need to go where this problem goes. It's 2 p.m. on the clock. When we return, science says immortality has been attained. We'll be right back. My name's Joyce.
99.3 Lagos. Thank you for always tuning. We appreciate your time.
It's 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's